Chicken here, bringing you another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, we are going to be taking on this man, Hammerman, without any prototypes, without any ice statues, and show you how you can do it too. So, we are going to be diving on in to Hammerman. I almost said Imitation Game. Speaking of Imitation Game, guys, we got something very, very exciting that the Chicken and Dan down below in the YouTube channel sponsor list have been working on, guys. Can't wait to show it to you. Should be hopefully ready this week. Yeah, so stay tuned for, one second, that's gonna be posted Friday, so it's a ways away from now, but, very excited that we're gonna do a whole lot of different stuff with the new things that we've got. Chicken's geeking out over, guys. It's gonna be great. And, yeah, so let's go ahead and dive on into today's, Hammerman Fleets. Hammerman Defends is what it's actually called, not Hammerman's Fleets. So, first 4 stages, if you're a max level, HQ, then I mean, just put it on 4 speed, maybe grab a sandwich, maybe grab a Coke, maybe grab a piping hot glass of water or milk, and just throw it on 4 times, and no thoughts are required, which is kind of nice. It's kind of nice to not think sometimes, guys. It's also nice to think sometimes, which we'll have to do a lot of in stages 5, 6, and 7. Hopefully not 5, but we'll see how it goes today. So, we got a bunch of Scorchers here, which is which is kind of interesting for fleet number 2. Maybe that's a bad sign, guys, but we're going to be able to pick them off with no problems. This obviously isn't the base layout we're going to be using once it gets tough, but I like to use kind of the normal base for the first little bit, just because you never know. Sometimes it actually works out well if you have like a lot of riflemen or something. Like it's different every time, obviously. But alright, so we got Grens and we got Warriors going in here. So they should be mopped up really, really quickly. Then we got Warriors coming up the right side. They're going to hit all those mines and just get wrecked, and the rock launcher should be able to pick off the rest of these guys pretty quickly here. Okay, so the Grens are going to be out of range of everything and just kind of wasting time. But yeah, that gives us a chance to chat about what's going on in Boom Beach currently. And it's we're kind of in that, like, what the Chicken likes to call the eye of the storm, guys. Not really hearing about much. We're still waiting on that dev update video. And I think that there's going to be some big stuff being announced within a few weeks, probably. Not like saying like, oh, like I bet there's something coming when I actually know it's coming. I don't know if there's anything coming. I'm just saying that it seems like that based on like how the team has kind of said a few things here and there about updates coming. They want to work on something big, so I think something is coming relatively soon. Maybe it's just Mega Crab, but I mean everyone loves Mega Crab, so that's not a bad thing if it's just Mega Crab, right? So we got Warriors, we got Riflemen. They're actually making their way up to the HQ right here, so it looks like the next attack we're going to have to, 432 Riflemen, wow. The next attack we're probably going to have to throw out either some prototypes, or let's just take a look what we got here. So we got Riflemen, we got tanks. Okay, so let's just see how we defend this. We got 2.5 million gold, so that means we have, we got a few tries of this first. So we got the Riflemen coming up the right side. We got all the tanks in the back. They are red tanks now for some reason. I'm not sure why that is exactly, but either way, there it is. So, okay, so it looks like I think we'll be okay to do anything to take those tanks down. Okay, it doesn't look like. All right, so we're gonna go down on stage 5, but that's okay, guys, because we're gonna change this instead of not using prototypes. Well, we'll change the base layout first. We'll see how far we can get before we start jamming up prototypes. But yeah, let's see what we got here. So let's go with the hashtag chicken base. And see how this is gonna work, guys. So I think this is this should melt the Riflemen fairly quickly. We also have the boom cannons kind of spread out in a bit of a better area for how this is gonna fly here. So look at these Riflemen. Oh my god, they just got obliterated by those mines. That was crazy. Same thing's gonna happen to these guys here on the left. And then we got all these tanks here. They are gonna get some work done, but the shock launchers and boom cannons should be able to overwhelm them pretty quickly here. We do have 2 boom cannons in the back that are gonna come into play relatively soon as well. So we got a few tanks, a few stragglers left. We got the Beachman's tree right here. The radar is, the camera is out on it, guys. Dr. Terrence taking a peek at behind the residents' huts and what's going on in everybody's base. And okay, so there's stage 5. So now we're on to stage 6, and we got a ton of Riflemen and a ton of Warriors. So we might actually be okay here. Guys. Let's throw it into 4 speed again. He's going to throw critters up in the back. That's going to be perfect. That's exactly where I want all those Warriors to go. They can clear out that right side, and that's going to be fine. And then we can just focus the rest of the Riflemen to come in on this left side. Now, I probably should throw that rock launcher back into one of those holes with the rest of them if we're just going to be facing Riflemen. But we'll see how this goes, guys. We'll see how this goes. So maybe a hot pot, maybe a damage amp would be great here. Okay, so stage 6 is going to be, it looks like just too many riflemen, guys. Unfortunately, they did make it back to the HQ, but we can defend that. We can defend that. So first off, let's start gemming up some prototypes here. Let's go with a level 3 hot pot for 162 gems. We are going to throw that sucker. Where do we want him? Right about here, I think, is going to be good. So we'll go right in there for the hot pot. Then let's go with a damage amp. We'll go with a level 3 damage amp. Let's take a look at the chickens. The prototypes, guys. We're sitting pretty on all of those for the most part, so not too worried about wasting a couple here and there. So we'll go rocket launcher in the back there to hit that damage amp. Then let's go with a shield gen. No, let's actually wait to see what stage 7 is going to bring before we do that, and we'll see if we can get all 7 stages today for you guys. So. So yeah, it's going to be the same start. The warriors are going to go ahead up that right side. They're going to eat most of those mines, and a few more of them actually survive this time, which is kind of interesting. I guess the AI does change a little bit. But yeah, here we go. So we got the riflemen coming in. This time they are going to get wrecked by that machine gun, and the 3 damage and amped rocket launchers in the back added with that hot pot. Riflemen are not getting through that, guys. They are not getting through that. It's way too much heavy splash damage. So you see they barely even made it up the middle. That damage amp with the hot pot is just... Oh, it's a good combo, guys. It's a great combo, especially for heavy riflemen. So, let's see. So we got tons of riflemen and tons of tanks. So we might need to throw out another hot pot for this one, is what the chicken is thinking here, guys. But we'll throw it into 4-speed and see how this is going to go. So we got the first fleet is going to go ahead and eat all those mines on the right side, which is fine. The next fleet is coming up. They're taking some heavy losses from those damage amp rocket launchers. Now the trick to this right here is going to be if we can stop these tanks. See, the problem is here, the tanks are shooting over top of the riflemen, and the riflemen are so much faster that they're running out in front of them, and all the boom cannons and all my heavy single target defenses are targeting the riflemen, which is not what we want. They're actually locked onto this hot pot here, which is going to cause us some pretty major, significant problems. So the hot pot's going to go down. Now all we have left are the rocket launchers. So we have to clean up. We got to clean up these riflemen really quickly here if we want to have a chance at this. You see, they're actually getting very close to that no fire zone of the rocket launcher. And if they do make it any farther, it looks like that is going to be the end of us here. So we have this one boom cannon over here on the right side. He's going to be distracted again by those riflemen, man. Jeez. Okay, so it looks like they are going to be able to just friggin' barely squeak this one out, guys. But what we can do, we can throw out I think we'll throw out a doom cannon. And we'll throw it right in the back of the base. I think that is going to be the ultimate answer. Obviously, we could go with another hot pot, and that would probably be enough. But let's see what we can do here. So we'll throw out the doom cannon right here. We'll throw him right there at first, and then we'll switch him with this sniper tower. So this sniper tower is going to help a little bit with some of those riflemen that are going to come up and around the right side. And the doom cannon is going to really help towards the end with it's going to get the splash damage on the riflemen, and it's also going to help. It's also going to start picking off those tanks. So we'll throw in a 2-speed here. We already know how the start is going to go. We got the rifleman, the first rifleman fleet coming up the right-hand side. They are going to get obliterated by those mines again. That is so satisfying to watch, guys. I don't know about you, but satisfying for the chicken anyway. So here we go. We got the rifleman coming up the left, and he's going to throw, Hammerman's going to throw a shock and a barrage down very close to that rocket launcher. That actually could have been pretty deadly. So here we have the hot pot. Now, we've got the tanks shocked here. And that was pretty huge. We were able to finish out some of those tanks because what's happening is that there's so many riflemen and there's so few tanks that we can't lock onto the tanks because the riflemen are just making their way through. So we got this doom cannon, and this is going to be enough right here, guys. So we'll pause it, and then we'll go into 1-speed here, and this is going to be beautiful. This doom cannon is just going to absolutely shred through the rest of these tanks, guys. And there's all 7 stages of Hammerman for you. I hope you enjoyed that. Oh, we still have a little bit of a fleet coming up here on the right side. Chicken spoke a little bit too soon, but that's okay. So we got these guys down. One shot from the doom cannon should put them out of their misery, and boom, there it is, guys. All 7. What's happening? Oh, okay. All 7 stages of Hammerman down with no ice, kind of with no prototypes. I mean, we had to cheat at the end to use them, but we got through stages 1 to 5 without any prototypes. Almost stage 6 too. So yeah, that is going to wrap it up for the video today, guys. Make sure to let me know down below in the comments which prototypes you thought were best for today's Hammerman and which ones you ended up using. Obviously, you don't have to put out level 3 prototypes to duplicate this, but I've got so many prototype modules that it really doesn't matter. So yeah, that is going to wrap it up for the video today. Make sure to leave a like if you're interesting, entertaining, or informative, and we'll see you in the next one, guys. Chicken out.